Hey guys, welcome back. This episode is actually going to be brought to you by a different character. I had I guess, I don't even know if I would call it an incident or a brain fart or what. I don't know what happened, but the last episode, or the episode between this one and the next one, I must have accidentally overwritten it, so I didn't get to show you guys what happened between this point and moving on to, I believe, the fight with the rotten, I can't think of the name now, the rotten greatwood, I think it was. For some reason I'm drawing a blank here. So yeah, brain fart. Anyway, so what we're going to do in this episode is we're going to use this character that I had started. Obviously, it's not the same build or the same character for that matter. As I said, it's one that I had started just to kind of experiment with some things. I got him to this point so that basically we'll be picking up where we left off from the last episode, and then once we're done with this episode, then we will go back to our original character. So this character, our sub, is we've got the Joker standing in here. So let's see if we can get a little bit of a closer view here. So this is our Joker Knight. So I'm gonna leave his helmet off for a little bit. And actually, all right, sorry about that. If you notice a brief interruption there, I'm all discombobulated today. I had the microphone and everything working. I just did not have my headset plugged in, so I was like, why don't I hear anything? I can't play the game without any sound. So let's see. I think I recall last time I went through here, I had a little bit of an incident anyway, which probably was a little frustrating for me. Probably wouldn't have been very enjoyable to watch, but came through here, and some people may have had an incident where they try to drop off this ledge down to that one and maybe miss it and die from the fall. I'm pretty sure that FromSoft put the beam of light in this direction to kind of guide you in the direction you need to go. I think you can just like do a walk and roll off or a running and roll off. I've tried that, and I've hit the very ledge, the very edge of the platform down there, and then slipped and then fell the rest of the way. And even though I hit that ledge and before hitting the bottom, it still killed me. So I prefer to do a running jump, or that. Okay, that didn't work out the way I hoped. I don't know how I survived that, but I'll take it. And here we get the Mira vest, or the Mira set. Take a quick look at that. This is the garb worn by Mira knights sent on journeys. This hard leather vest is bestowed only upon proven knights. Knights travel afar to fulfill their sacred duties, but few are ever able to deliver on their vows. I don't know much about the Mira knights, so I can't say offhand what they are. So Mira is a kingdom to the east of Dranglake. So I believe this is a reference to Dark Souls 2. It's known as the Land of Knights and is consistently at war due to the surrounding threats. And Mira is famous for its knight orders. Both Lucatiel of Mira and Aslatiel of Mira are part of one of the most important knight orders in Mira. There isn't much reference to Lucatiel or Aslatiel or any references to Mira other than this set, so I think it's basically just put into the game as something for you to be able to change into, just for little fashion souls. Although there is later on in the game a NPC that you end up fighting named Creighton, and Creighton is from Mira as well. But in this game, Creighton is actually, I believe, become one of the fingers of Rosaria. So, not a good guy, and you end up helping one of the other NPCs take him out. So I won't say too much about it, but I mean, obviously we will get there at some point. And then I picked up the Chloranthy ring, which I should equip. I've got a few rings actually that I can equip here. We've got Flynn's ring, we've got the Fire Clutch ring, the Chloranthy ring. Oh, I'm actually missing quite a few things on this character. I did not get the Silver Serpent ring. I mean, it's not really that important. This character I'm just gonna use to show you the things that I missed. So we will equip the Chloranthy ring. Flynn's ring's kind of pointless. I don't remember if I mentioned in the previous episode, but Flynn's ring, the way that it works is it increases your attack, but you have to lower your equipment load in order for that attack to go up. So right now, with the armor and everything that I have equipped, it really has no effect whatsoever. But if I was to take everything off, then you would see a pretty decent increase in attack. But then you're left exposed, so it's kind of pointless. Increases fire but compromises damage absorption. Fire Clutch ring, I know that I had found that with my other character and read that for you guys. I don't have fire attacks on this character yet, so there's no point in doing that and losing some of that damage absorption. So we're just going to go with the Chloranthy ring, which it raises your stamina recovery speed. This old ring is named for its decorative green blossom, but its luster has long since faded. Now, the Chloranthy ring in Dark Souls, in the original Dark Souls, is found in a chest behind an illusory wall. But this ring is, the description is basically the same in both Dark Souls and Dark Souls 3. Does the same exact thing. There isn't much lore that I know of behind the ring itself. So, moving on. It matches our hair, though. Alright, let's get the F out of Dodge. Alright, so what we're going to do is, let's see if I can think about where we are right here. Okay, we made peace with the giant, just like we did, I'm pretty sure we did with the other character, excuse me. So what I need to do now is I need to get a key, the grave key, so that I can get into the dungeon. Wow. My timing was way off with that guy. Okay. Trying to think of what the best thing to do here is. And I think the best thing to do is going to be to use a homeward bone. And we're going to go to the last bonfire rested. Because I don't want to die. I've already died enough before starting this particular run through with this character. Had a couple of deaths that shouldn't have happened. Lost a lot of souls. Got frustrated to the point where I almost didn't even want to do a recording. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the dilapidated bridge. And then from there, we're going to run over and have the giant help us out with some enemies. And we're going to grab something from the graveyard over there, which will allow us to get into the dungeon. Alright, so first we got to go this way. What's up, dude? Ooh. Ow. Dude. The game is a little off today, I'd say. At least I feel like it is. I haven't played for a while. I know I've said that before. I actually just got a new puppy, and she has been quite a handful. And as you can see, the giant is shooting arrows from yonder tower. Anyway, so she's been quite a handful. I haven't gotten much sleep lately. And haven't had a lot of time to play any games. I don't know if... so this white birch, there's 3 of these throughout the world, and the giant basically protects these. I'm not sure if I mentioned this in with my other character. Let's see. Basically, these birches, these white birches, have these young white branches. You have the one that the giant gave you, which is this one. And then you have the ones that you can pick up around the birch. Now, you can use these to transform into something which blends into the surroundings, such as a pot, or a stake, or a pole, or a statue. Excuse me, sorry. And it also says, Little Dusk's first sorcerer's staff eventually became a seedling, and then 3 white birch saplings. The young branch is said to still contain echoes of Little Dusk's capriciousness. Dusk being, obviously, the character from the original Dark Souls that we rescued from Manus. Actually, first rescuing from Seath when she was trapped inside one of the golems. But apparently her staff eventually became a seedling, which grew into these white birch saplings, and are now being protected by the giant up there. Little Dusk of Ulasil. Bone shard, that will come in handy. Ooh, I meant to jump off of that ledge, not walk off. It's all good though. Still made it. Did he kill the guy that was in here? I guess he did. Dead. I don't know if there's some latency with the controller or what, but I'm not hitting my jumps. I did it in that tower too. You guys obviously saw that. Alright, got the Great Scythe, which I'm pretty sure I already got with the other character, so not going to spend any time on that. And then this guy. Don't mess with the Joker. The cleric garb. And I actually have another episode later on that I effed up on, and seeing that cleric garb reminded me of it, which we will be... The Joker will be joining us again for another episode later on. Probably won't be a long one. I think it was just a quick little jaunt from one area to another. But I want this series to be as complete as possible, even if I have to bring in a substitute. So, yeah, we're going to pillage these remains. So these are the Mortician's Ashes, and those are what we need. We're going to take these Umbra Ashes to the Shrine Handmaid. The Umbra Ash of a resident of the undead settlement who made a living burying corpses. With this, the Shrine Handmaid will prepare new items. So this is the first Umbra Ash that you'll take to her, and she'll take it and have new items to sell. Now these Mortician's Ashes, I'm almost wondering if I don't remember offhand what other ashes look like in particular, but we do know that, let's see, let's go back to, I think, the charcoal or human pine resin. The charcoal pine resin rotted with human body fluids temporarily applies dark to your right hand weapon or left hand, depending on how you're holding your weapons. Normally used in the undead settlement for preservation and burials, but can mature into this state, becoming a valuable substance. Used in a certain ceremony, often seen for trade at exorbitant prices. So, being that it's used in the undead settlement for preservation and burials, I'm wondering if, looking at this Mortician's Ashes, it looks like he's actually holding the human pine resin in his hand. So, obviously, that's the Mortician. The Mortician's job was to use this in those burial rituals. Or at least that's what I think. Just speculating. There's nothing to really necessarily support that other than, you know, piecing information together along with what you see in the image itself. Okay. So now that we have that, we have to head on back to the shrine and give that to the handmaid. And our knight, Sir Joker, is off to the shrine. And I'm just waiting to see how these recordings go with the puppy. She's sleeping right next to me, but I wouldn't be surprised if at some point she wakes up and starts whining and wanting to go out to go to the bathroom. It happens like every hour to 2 hours.
Ah, another one roused from the sleep of death. Well, you're not getting.
Yeah, we already had this conversation.
Don't you think?
With the other character, I just kind of rushed through with the Joker. Just looking around real quick, making sure that there's nothing that I need.
A pleasure to make thine acquaintance, Ash.
Yeah, see, this is all the original dialogue, so you can see I kind of just rushed through by skipping a bunch of things. Alright, so we're going to give her the Umbra Ash.
Gracious. Passing fine ash thou'st given. Let this ash bestow nourishment. I only hope these new wares content thee.
Oh, they will, because there's one item in particular. Let's see, I've got 2,000 souls. It's going to cost me 1,500. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to take this opportunity to mention something that I learned. I don't know how many people know this already, but let's see, where... Oh, I need to go to sell. So, if you have a ton of souls that you don't want to have to sit there one by one, you know, crushing them and you know, absorbing the souls, you can actually sell them to the handmaid, and she will give you the equivalent value of what you would get if you just crushed them. So you could just go to her and say, I want to sell these souls. We have 21 of these. You'll see up in the right hand corner I've got 548 souls at the moment. And just to prove this, we'll just do a couple here first.
Action 1. Be sure.
So I'm gonna go here. We're gonna look at the fading soul, and we're gonna use one. Bottom right corner, you see that it's worth 50, and it said that too in the sell menu. But I just wanted you guys to see it. Oops, not sell. I mean, not purchase, sell. So now we have 20 of those, but you can see up in the right, it says the soul value is 50. Or 200, 400, 800, 2,000, 2,000. So, let's just sell one of these, and you'll see we'll get 50. Boom, 50. In case you didn't see it, 50. Alright, so now we're just going to sell them all to her. How much easier is that shit? Right? Oh, man, when I found that out, I was like, how the hell did nobody tell us all that? Do we have to sit here and crush them all by hand? Oh, you can see I never even got Grey Rat from Lothric. Yeah, no. It's ridiculous.
Well, I am on as a humbles you.
Yeah, we know. We know, Andre. We know. Let's see. A La Estes. Okay. Alright. And I'm going to infuse my Claymore, just like with my other character. I'm going to infuse it with fire, because I happen to find a bunch of fire gems, because I have... I don't even know if I have the high luck rating on here. Anyway. So now we got fire on that. And can we reinforce it? Yes, we can. I'm going to make it a +1, a +2, and that's it. So we need 6 Titanite shards to go any higher than that. So we're basically in the same dilemma that we were with the other character, waiting to try and get the sword up.
Pretty be careful.
Alright. So we got our key. We're going to head on back. Before we do that, we're going to burn that. Hello. Alright. So now we want to go to Dilapidated Bridge. And from there, we're going to go down into the dungeon. Gonna head on down into the dungeon. Or I guess maybe it would be sewers would be more appropriate. Ah, yes. A fire sword. A fire claymore. Makes my life so much easier. Use the grave key. Heading on down. Alright. And down here to the right, we have a loincloth, which you can get if you killed the swordmaster earlier in the game. And then we have a statue of Velka. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, Velka is obviously up in the top left. It says the goddess of sin. And what you can do is come to her for absolution or dissolution. Absolution being if you commit sins, you can come to her for forgiveness. So if you accidentally attack an NPC and you want to reset their aggro so they don't keep going after you, or if you invade other people, you start to accumulate that sin. I don't remember what the consequences of that is or are. But basically, you can come to her to absolve you of any sin. Disillusion is reverses cursing, which is hollowing. And in one of the episodes after this, I will go into how hollowing works in this game. And one of the things you can do if you do become hollow is go to the Firekeeper and have her, which by the way, he's going to look pretty nasty when he goes hollow. Anyway, you can go to the Firekeeper and have her reverse the hollowing. But if you do that, it will end a specific quest line that I will be trying to complete with that character. So I don't want to go too far into that. But if you don't want to go that route, or if you don't have the ability to go to your Firekeeper to reverse hollowing or cure hollowing or curse, then you can come here and have Velka or the statue of Velka take care of that. So, yep. That's all I'm going to say on that. Red-hilted Halberd. The Halberd, a very popular weapon among many Souls players. I personally prefer swords. Feel like halberds aren't so great in close quarters, and there's a lot of tight spaces in this game. Dark Souls 1, there was a lot of open, wide areas that you could fight in. And having a weapon with wide sweeping attacks wasn't as much of an issue as it is here. Ow. Bastards. You bastards. You bastich. One thing on my previous run with the other character that I thought was interesting about these skeletons, and I kind of want to point it out again. It might be kind of hard to see, but I thought it was kind of cool how these guys look like they have roots growing throughout their bones. They're not just, you know, plain old skeletons. I just like when there's, you know, detail put into the game like that, as opposed to just having simple skeletal models. So you can see all the roots all over him. Maybe I can, in post, maybe I can slow it down so you can see him all assembled. If I can remember. Interesting. Normally there's actually an undead settler standing here at the end of this hallway. I think that's meant for you to run down and kill him, and then you get ambushed by the skeletons, but interestingly enough, there is no settler here. Alright, so we're going to step out and... Oh, you fell down here. I hate when that happens, even though you still get it. It's still annoying. Yeah, see, we got it. Sometimes they happen to clip through a wall that... and you don't end up getting it. Holy shit. I did not notice my health. Either that or he just really effed me up. That would have sucked to be doing this specifically to show this to you guys and just die a really crappy death. Oh, let's see. Is it here or no? It's in the next. Oh, and I don't have the. Shoot! I hope I still have some kukris. I forgot to get the. I haven't gotten a crossbow or bow and arrow for this guy. But I want to point out up there you got a body hanging. I'll try to hit it. If I don't, at least you know where it is. So on your playthrough, then you should be able to get it. Alright, so we're going to aim with the binocs. And then we're going to equip a kukri. Nice! Alright. So that gets us the red and white shield, which is a parrying shield, wooden shield. Wooden shields are usually good against magic. Repel an attack at the right time, blah blah blah. No, pretty standard description, no real lore behind that. So for any of those completionists out there who want to make sure that they get every weapon, or every item, every weapon and piece of armor. So this part, let's see. Okay, they didn't come out yet. So this part can be a pain because there will be a ton of rats that will come out. Of course, in this instance, only one has come out. Usually like 10 of them will come out of those freaking holes. Oh, they're there. And as you know, rats, like dogs, suck big time. And once they all attack you at once, then they just keep staggering you, and it's pretty easy to die in that spot. You can just run past them, but if you want to get this Saint's Talisman, then you gotta run quickly and grab it, and then go up the stairs before they all come out, or just kill them all. Kill them all! Alright, and now we are inside the cell. It's really annoying when people put messages right in front of... I mean, obviously the talk action is taking precedence in this case, but I hate when people put messages or their blood stains because they died right in front of something that you have to interact with. Obviously, like I said, in this case, it's not a big deal because it works out fine, but it's pretty annoying, and I'm curious what this message... No secret ahead. Gee, thanks.
Who is there?
The Joker.
Someone there?
The Joker.
Anyone? Oh, please, whoever you are, touch me. The dark surrounds me, nibbles at my flesh. Little creatures, they never stop biting. So please, hold out your hand and touch me.
Oh, that wasn't much of a touch.
Yes, there you are. So close.
Kind of missed.
Indeed. And I
My
am
knee
not
is almost
entirely
touching.
alone
Nope,
just
it's not.
yet. Praise the merciful gods above. Oh, forgive me. I am Irina of Karim. I came to this land so that I might be a firekeeper. Your touch has freed me from the darkness. You are a champion, then. I am weak and unfit to tend the flames. But if it would not trouble you, might I enter into your service instead?
Absolutely.
Oh, thank you, sweet champion. I shall take my vows. I, Irina of Karim, solemnly swear to serve you.
If I could do a Joker impression or voice impression, I would do it. But I don't think I'd pull it off very well, so... And now we can go ahead and exit here. And we're going to find Egon still sitting out here, but this time he will have something to say.
Another one of those unkindled, are you?
Oh, that's right, I didn't talk to him the first
Oh,
time.
you faceless undead. But now you've gone and rescued the wench. How very quaint. Pitying creatures that are beyond help. Very well. I'm sick of looking after her at any rate.
Kind of an asshole.
I'm Egon, a knight of Karim. I am allied to you for as long as you assure the girl's safety. And only for that long.
And you guys will see in a later episode how useless of an ally he really is. There's actually 2 battles that he can help you out in that I know of. One of them he is somewhat helpful, but a couple episodes from now you'll see that he's actually less than helpful.
What's the matter? My terms are very simple. I am allied to you for as long as you assure the girl's safety.
Allied?
And only
Or allied.
for that long.
You can see Lothric up there. Okay, so that brings us full circle to the spot where the next episode starts off, and we will be back to normal with the Darkblade Henrik instead of the Joker. But had fun with this character. I mean, I could play this game forever. Like, I don't know what it is about this game, but I never get tired of it. Never get tired of creating new characters, and even characters that are similar in build. It's just, there's just something very satisfying and fun about this game. I definitely recommend anyone who hasn't tried playing this to do so. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode, and then every episode after. All right, everybody, take it easy. Catch you on the flip side. Catch us on the midges.